last time I talked with you guys, I talked about my family's building and the home that my mom bought. Well, today I'm gonna talk about behind those walls. For the last couple of days, I've pondered on talking about this, but I have to remind myself that I'm telling my truth. I'm doing all of this because it's time. Cold. It's just time. Even this morning when I got up, I was like, do you really want to tell this? Do you really want to say it? I'm like, yeah, I think I should, because there are people out there that need to hear this. Young ladies, young men. You know, when I go offline, I always say, ladies, make sure you don't let anyone walk all over you like you're a doormat. Don't lay down like you're a doormat. Well, there are a lot of things in my life that happened to me, and I laid down and I took it. But no more. No more. A lot of you may think that I said what I said because of a man. No. Anyone. It doesn't just mean a man. Don't let anyone walk all over you like you're a doormat. You know, you have to know your self-worth. You have to know that you are worth way, way more than that. So, you have to learn to speak up. Speaking up is what I'm doing today. Some people might not like what I say. I was in Chicago recently and someone told me they don't care what people think. I care what people think in a sense, but not to where it's going to continue to make me be quiet. Let me be quiet. I told all of you that I have 14 siblings. 2 passed away. My sister Lovey, oh, I love her so much. I miss her so much. And my brother Ronald, which could sing his tail off. I learned a lot from him. So this is not easy for me, you guys. It really isn't. And I hope I don't get too emotional behind it. But out of all of my siblings, there are 2. One that I'm going to speak on today, and the other is a little bit down the road. And each of you know exactly who you are, and you know exactly what you did. I had an aunt that put me in her wedding. A lot of this didn't come back to me until she told me a few years ago that I was in her wedding. And she wanted me to be in her wedding. My mom wanted another sister to be in her wedding. And she told my mom no. She stood on what she wanted because it was her wedding with her beautiful self. So I ended up being in my aunt's wedding, and I think this is where it all began. This sibling right here, she was very mean to me. She was a bully. And she's still a bully right now today. I'll tell about that in a minute. This sibling, if we're sitting at the table, I remember having some rice and eggs on the plate, and she's sitting next to me, and she stuck her hand down in my plate and stuffed her mouth with my food. She used to beat me up all the time. She used to do some very, very mean things to me. Now, we all have had siblings where we've gone through this and we've gone through that. But this one right here, out of all of them, she was cold. And not fair at all. You ever heard that expression, cold? It's cold, but it's fair? No. That ain't always true. I remember she took my kindergarten picture and she put one of my eyes out with a cigarette. We were children. I remember she did so many things to me, y'all. It just don't make sense, and she's yet doing things in a roundabout way. I remember we moved from the West Side family building to the house that my mom had. I really pondered on talking about this part right here, but if she had not have gone through our lives still trying to make me look bad, make me look like I'm something that I'm not. I remember she had this boyfriend. This boyfriend drug me down in the basement of that home of my mom's. He was trying to molest me. She caught him in the act and ran upstairs and said that I was trying to be with her boyfriend. She was my big sister. You were supposed to save me. You weren't supposed to leave me down there with that maniac and let me finish scuffling my way through. And then you still had children by him. Something was wrong with him, and probably still is, and something is definitely wrong with you. Anytime you see, I know you was a teenager yourself, but I was your little sister. You were supposed to protect me. You were supposed to be there for me. Somebody asked me, they said, well, why are you going to say it online? I'm freeing myself of so many things that happened in my life. And I'm saying no more.